Hello viewers, as promised at the end of the lyric video of I See You, here's the music, or the chords, or the accompaniment, shall we say, to I See You. So how do you come up with the chords to when you've written the lyrics? As what instrument I suppose you play. Guitar's quite a nice easy one because you can just strum some chords, but usually a circular chord pattern is quite good. 4 chords is perhaps the most common way of doing it. Think Stand By Me or Lose Control, Teddy Swims. You don't have to have 4, there's 2 chords. What's 2 chord song? Tennessee Whiskey, I think, is the 2 chords. I've chosen, I use more than 2. We'll get onto that in a minute, but I've used a 4 chord circular pattern for the verse of I See You, which is C, E minor, D minor, and C, G. So chord 1, we're in C, chord 3, chord 2, chord 5. Yeah. Hello loneliness, we meet again. Why was it such a mess we couldn't mend? Now there's nothing left, why pretend I meant anything to you in the end? So that will be fine. I thought it sounded a bit boring, so I've changed the chords a little bit. Fundamentally they're still the same, but C remains a C, the E becomes an E minor 7, and here's a passing chord. I changed the bass to an E flat, which gives you an E flat augmented, I suppose, with 7, E flat 7 augmented, and then D minor 7. I sometimes keep that G at the top, which will give you a D minor 11. And then this is the most significant one, I think. I use a G sus4, G7 sus4, strictly speaking. Still got the F in there. The C is the sus. It's called suspended because it's suspended over the 3rd note. You take the 3rd out, use the 4th, and then resolve it. So that sounds like this. Hello loneliness, we meet again. Why was it such a mess we couldn't mend? Now there's nothing left, why pretend I meant anything to you in the end? I see you. So now we're at the pre-chorus. Every time I close my eyes. So that's still chord 1 to chord 3, C to E minor. But to make it sound different, I've taken the bass down to a B. So it's an E minor 2nd inversion. Inversions, in case you don't know, are if you invert something, you turn it on its head. So if you take a standard E minor chord, which is E, G, and B, you then take the E and put it on the top of the chord, so you turn it on its head. You get 1st inversion. That means your G's at the bottom, so if you take that and put it at the top of the chord, now your B is at the bottom, that's the 2nd inversion. So root position has the root, obviously, at the bottom. 1st inversion has the 3rd at the bottom. The 2nd inversion has the 5th at the bottom. Dead easy. It's the same notes that we tried, it's just the order that you play them. So where we're, oh yeah. See you every time I close my eyes. Now this is a bit different. I hear your voice. So now I've got an A7, that doesn't belong in C, so it's a borrowed chord, which wants to take us to D. In this case, D minor. Or sometimes only sighs, D minor 7. Then another passing chord, D minor 7 over E. Now these are just standard now. F. I hear you laughing when you say our dreams are coming true someday, until I open them and realize. So all I did there was keep the D minor 7, but I'll keep the F to start with, until I open them. So that F shape is staying the same. All I'm doing is changing the bass. And then I change it slightly, so I don't double the C up in the middle of the chord. That's a D minor 7 with a C in the bass, so a D minor 7 3rd inversion. And then we've got our G chord, but with a B in the bass, so G first inversion. So chorus, we didn't make it. That's a C major 7, so I've gone from C to C major 7. Why did you break it? C, C major 7, C7, which again doesn't belong in C, it's another borrowed chord. It's the dominant of F, which takes us to the F, which is where we've gone. And how on earth did I, another borrowed chord, mistake it? That's major to minor, you hear that a lot. And now we're just going to go back to our C again. For the love I thought would take me, that's C over a B. Love I thought would take me to my grave. There's our old friend, the A7 again. I've just run down the chord there. And now I'm going to play a D minor 7 over a climbing bass from D to E to F to G. So, we didn't make it, why did you break it? How on earth did I mistake it? For the love I thought would take me to my grave. Or, quite like that one, augmented. So that's the D is sharpened. Really nice chord, eh? And then we're back to another verse. Where is happiness? I know it's there. I gave my everything, you didn't care. Left me in emptiness I couldn't bear. Memories of you are everywhere, and still I see you every time I close my eyes. I hear your voice, or sometimes only sighs. I hear you laughing when you say our dreams are coming true someday. Till I open them and realize we didn't make it. Why did you break it? How on earth did I mistake it? For the love I thought would take me to my grave. So now we're at the bridge. We're going to go to E, which is another borrowed chord, because E minor will be the chord that belongs in C, but we're going to go to E major. What will it take for me? So I've also added a 7 in there, but I've just climbed up the triad of my bass. What will it take for me? To A minor, to realize. And again, I've just got A, B, C, and the bass taking us to a first inversion of A minor. Realize. Here's another borrowed chord. We're going to go to B flat now, so it's kind of chromatic progression from A minor to B flat. And believe in what I see. So I've done that climb up the triad again. Believe in what I see with my own eyes. Jump to G. So B flat. Believe in what I see with my own eyes. Again, I've done that G, A, B to take us to it, the first inversion. Back to our E. I know just what I'm worth. I wasn't meant to walk this earth. Now we're just going to play D minor 7 stabs with fools like you by my side. So there I've played an F major 7, F, A, C and E over a G. Otherwise known as the G13, I think. You could just play a G7 there. So, bridge again. What will it take for me to realize? Believe in what I see with my own eyes. I know just what I'm worth. I wasn't meant to walk this earth with fools like you by my side. And then just a final chorus to finish. What a slow one. We didn't make it. Why did you break it? How on earth did I mistake it? For the love I thought would take my grave. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.